Your A-list friends. Party like a celeb with Iceland.
Welcome back to I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Well, she managed 16 days in the jungle, but moments ago your votes meant that Esther Ransom was to leave the camp forever. She told fairy tales to over 3,000 cockroaches, won immunity in her bush battle, and was the jungle's chief peacemaker. But it's time for her to leave, and here she comes to join us now. Congratulations and welcome, Esther Ransom! Come on in.
Oh, I'm so pleased to see you, boys.
How are you?
Look at you, clean, scrubbed.
Good to see you. Here, take a seat. How much? We've got some champagne there for you.
I'm allergic.
Oh, really? We've got some nice water, cold water, unlike that warm stuff you get in camp. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very sorry to leave because they are such lovely people there, and the whole environment is so gorgeous. But I think it's the right moment.
Yeah, right.
I really do.
We're going to chat some more, but before we do, let's have a look at your jungle highlights.
Well, you can look. I'm a ledge. Is that good or bad? At last the viewers have got what they've been dying for so long.
She's all you'd ever want. She's the kind I'd like to pump and take the dip.
I know that suffering makes good celebrate. No, heavens above.
But she always knows her place. She's got style, she's got grace. She's a winner.
Am I the winner? I can't believe it.
She's a lady.
Yeah. My boob seems strangely smaller this morning. Oh, I don't know why I said that. Let's not have a row with anybody. What is the point of doing a consumer program for 21 years? I've got a funny shaped vegetable.
She knows me through and through.
Every now and then I felt like a duchess. Well done.
Sophia, Esther.
She's a lady.
Oh, God, he's so good. You're getting into places where people haven't been for some time. A girl's got to have a few pleasures. Who would have thought you'd come to the jungle and find a new and glorious sensation? To think I may have turned this down.
We learned a lot about you in there, Esther. We did. We heard all about Greece. Oh, we certainly did. Was it what you expected, camp life?
It was much dirtier, physically dirtier. It was disgusting. What else was it? It was, it made you very vulnerable emotionally because you were cut off from all the distractions of everyday life, you know, all the busyness, all the telephones, all the diary, and all the things which you've been holding back, maybe, in my case certainly, came to the fore. So I found my emotions very raw. What else? I loved the friendships with the people. What Simon can do with food, you know that kid, he starts out as a footballer, he turns into a model, by chance he goes into music, and now he's a chef. Is there no talent?
I was going to ask you about the atmosphere down there, because it was, you try to keep the peace a lot of the time down there, but there were times when things got pretty tense. I mean, just have a look at this.
Yeah, okay. Let's not have a row with anybody.
We're only cooking food, ain't rocket science.
Yes. Right. Why don't you delegate the trotters to the men?
You're going to have a bit of humour here.
Can I just speak at this point?
That's not funny. You've got to laugh. That's funny to hear you.
Age before beauty.
Okay.
Listen to me. Now, should someone put the beans on, and should that person be me?
I love that bit. Was it hard to keep the camp from arguing all the time?
Well, I'll tell you what I was really concerned about. Every now and again, people would gang up against an individual, two individuals. And I was very upset with myself because if you had asked me, I would have said, well, I can deal with that. You know, I'm sure there would be ways of diffusing. But you know, I didn't. I couldn't. And in fact, it took little Joe, you know, who suddenly got so angry about it and confronted it, held up a mirror to the people who were doing the stuff so that they suddenly saw that what they were doing was unacceptable.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I felt very inadequate that I hadn't been able to do that, but he broke through. But it was that was an odd experience.
There was an atmosphere down there a lot of the time. And there was somebody you got on with very well. You just mentioned him, Joe. And there was a bit of flirting going on between the two of you, wasn't there? There was really a chemistry there. Have a look at this.
Goodness me.
I think the biggest flirt in camp is Esther.
Joe, you are fantastic.
She tries to pretend she doesn't know, and then she gets all in coy and puts her hat down.
I'm going to get on top of you, Esther. I'm going to take every opportunity I'll get with you. I like a little bit of touching and a little bit of bodily contact, you know. She's a very loving woman, Esther. I think we've both got a cheap thrill out of that.
And don't worry, Esther, we haven't made anything out of that at all. We haven't drawn attention to that at all. Now, what does Joe bring to the jungle? Because you said he kind of morally seems to stand up.
Oh, yeah.
He takes his time and then he stands up.
Absolutely. What does he bring? Well, in the first place, exuberance. In the second place, you won't have noticed, but he's incredibly tactile.
Right.
And that is very lovable because, you know, without words, he can create this wonderful warmth.
And diffuse things as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and then when he really thinks something's wrong, he just goes for it.
Yeah, he does.
I'm amazed that you could hear a word he said, because every other word he says starts with F.
Esther, we're going to have to stop you. We've run out of time already. We could sit here and talk to you all day. But thank you so much.
No, I've loved it.
Well done, you.
I've loved it.
So there you are. Esther's the 5th person to leave. The lines have now reopened, and there's no more immunity. To vote for Brian, it's 090 111 32 32 01.
05 for George.
And 06 for Joe.
Tina's 07.
090 111 32 32 08 for Nicola.
Simon's 10.
And David's 11.
Course cost 50p from BP landlines. Course from other networks may be higher. Mobiles will be considerably more. 15 pence, which call goes to charity. Details can be found at itv.com/celebrity.
Lines closed during tomorrow's show. Votes cast after that time will not be counted, but may still be charged.
We're back tomorrow night at 8:30 when we'll find out who'll be joining Esther back in the lap of luxury.
Mark McNamara over on ITV2, but now all that's left for us to say, Esther, you're a celebrity. Get yourself out of here.